Hello and welcome to Gaming is Therapy. I'm Defy Reality and today I'm bringing you episode number 19 of our EFL Fantasy Football, which of course is the points reveal for game week 9. And as you can see on the screen, the teams we selected for game week 9. And yes, it is quite obvious to me, and it was pointed out, and it's something I do a lot on FPL. I select players from the same team a lot. So you can see that I have a fascination at this moment in time with Wrexham and of course Birmingham, which is good and bad at the same time. Question is, would I stick with my team or would I see sense and make some important changes? We'll have a look at my team first and see how I done on the week. So as you can clearly see, yes, I made 3 changes, 3 very important changes. So I dropped Cleggy because unfortunately Cleggs is injured, which is a great shame. Cracking young player. I really want him to be back soon because not only is he a good young player, but he nets me a lot of points, so we need him back. In midfield, I dropped Lee and went for Connell. He got me 6 points. Am I happy with that? I accept it. 6 points is a good return. Up top, I dropped Stansfield for Charles. Charles got me 5. Disappointed with May. Had an absolute stinker, 1 point. And Santos for Cleggy was never going to be a comparison. He got me 2 points, so I take the 2 points. So the outstanding performers, obviously, the demon in defence. The guy is absolutely magnificent. 24 points. I captained him. He's absolutely fantastic for me. Tickling goal, again, performing out of his skin for me. I accept the 9 points, which is fantastic. Really gutted going into game week 10. Because of the shortened calendar due to internationals, we have limited players to choose from, limited fixtures, and the pressure is going to be really on. And of course, some of my players are not going to be there. My biggest disappointment on the week, hopefully you agree with me, Jack Payne. Painy. He's caused me pain. Only 3 points. Really disappointed with that return. Really disappointed with Colchester United. Expected them to perform better, but it is what it is. Thankfully, redemption from West Brom, they got me 5 points. I'm happy with that. A little bit of redemption with Wrexham. They actually got me 7 points. So overall, I'm pretty happy. Obviously, there's a couple of areas where I've made mistakes, clearly. But you know what? I accept the points overall. And we'll move on to Random's team to see how he performed on the week. Well, it's safe to say Random didn't have the best week. So Baxter didn't even play. Cleggy was injured. Mackenzie nailed him 1. Brown only got him 10. Evans in midfield only slotted home 5, which, do you know what? Overall, that's not a bad little return for a midfielder, so that's acceptable. West Brom's version of One Matter only delivered 3. Quite an inconsistent player at this moment in time. And Barry only got him 2. And the more worrying factor is Gillingham and Birmingham delivered 0 points. I feel like I should be in the European Song Contest. I could do that quite easily. England's results, 0 points. Random's results, 0 points. Yeah, no, I can get that down to a T. So it was not a good week for Random. He probably won't want to look at the weekly leaderboard, but because we're polite and lovely gentlemen, we have to have a look at the weekly leaderboard. And it makes great reading if you're me. 62 points in first place on the week. EFL Fantasy Josh in second place with 58 points. Really up in his game. His consistency and points haul over the last, I want to say 3 game weeks has been monumental. Really turned it around. Maximum effort, 54 points on the week. A fantastic return. Bojong Swan in 4th place with 43 points. And of course, Waymaker, who we're so used to seeing at the top, has slowly started to slip down. A few inconsistent weeks, which, given the fixtures, so the double game week we all know is difficult because you're excited about it, you pick a team to go into it, and then you realise the managers want rotation, which is not fair. Well, for us as participants in the EFL Fantasy Football, it's not fair. We don't want them to rotate, but we understand that rotation has to take place. And as we go into game week 10, it's even harder than a double game week because we're limited by fixtures. Because of the international break, the fixtures are so reduced. We don't get a full set of fixtures in League 2. We don't even get anywhere near a full set of fixtures in League 1. And the Championship, well, there is just no games. So week 10 is going to be really, really difficult. But Waymaker, unfortunately with the 42, still a good return to be fair on the week. I can remember the time, it's not so long ago, to be fair, pretty much 7 weeks of it, of not being able to break out of the 40s. So your 42s, your 45s, it's a respectable score. But Random, unfortunately, with the lowest score of the season, propping up the table with a disappointing 21 points on the week. He's got to put some serious work in to turn it around in game week 10 and going forward. Now, the question you're asking is, how does the overall leaderboard look? You can see the points, but it doesn't look nice, does it? And there we have it. So, in first place by 16 points now is EFL Fantasy Josh. He closed that gap and overtook Waymaker, who is on 580 points in second place. Maximum Effort is now in striking distance of second place with 560. Bojong Swan, 536. The top four, realistically, are so close. A really good game week, a really poor game week. And that table really does shuffle around. Myself in 5th place. I'm not bottom. I'm not holding up the table. I'm not thinking about buying a wooden spoon. 512 points, and unfortunately, Random Geezer, 10 points shy of 500, sitting in last place on 490 points. Disappointing week for him. I can confirm he's really disappointed about the week, but it is what it is. I'm trying not to laugh or smile too much because it's just nice to be off the bottom of the table. So that is the points for game week 9. As I say, game week 10, the pressure's really on. The limited amount of fixtures, it's going to be intense. It's going to be fun. Hopefully you'll catch us for that video to see our team reveal in just a few hours, because this is going out on the Saturday. It's going to be fun. Definitely going to be fun. And if you have enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe. It'll mean the world to myself and Random, and it costs you nothing. It's free. And remember, as always, we will catch you later.